students, this is second video of today's section. In first video we discussed two types of network cable, that is serial and parallel port cables, and finally we discussed Ethernet cable, and finally we discussed what is the difference between wired network connection and wireless network connection. In this video we are going to see another important topic from this chapter, that is Ethernet cabling components. Ethernet cable is the basic component of local area network. If you want to make your computers to interconnect in a network, you should need Ethernet cable, and your computer should configure with Ethernet card. So Ethernet cable is the basic requirement for LAN, any LAN. RJ45 Ethernet cable. This is the popular Ethernet cable used in local area network. Let us see the definition of Ethernet cabling. Ethernet cabling is the process of connecting the computers with other devices using Ethernet cables. So Ethernet cabling is the process. It is used to connect computers with other devices. It may be another computer, or it may be any switch, hub or router, or sometimes it may be a modem. So the process of interconnection computer with other devices using Ethernet cable is called an Ethernet cabling. There are four important Ethernet cabling components are available. First one is patch cable, otherwise called as twisted pair cable. Second one is RJ45 connector. Third one is Ethernet ports, and fourth one is crimping tool. We will discuss one by one in detail. First component of Ethernet cabling is patch cable. Twisted pair cable is also called as patch cable. This patch cable has 8 small wires. They are grouped into 4. 2 cables are twisted into 1. So totally 8 cables, they are grouped into 4 inside a single unit. Twisted pair cables are generally made up of 8 wires in different colors. Among 8 wires, 4 of them are solid colors like as green, blue, orange and brown. So these are solid colors, and the remaining wires are in stripe. Likewise, white green, white orange, white blue and white brown. Second component is RJ connector. So this is called as RJ connector. This is similar to the jack used in telephone. RJ connector is a small plastic cup which will be used to connect the wire inside the connector and ready to connect the internet connection. So in previous component we discussed patch cable, that is twisted pair cable. This cable is inserted in RJ connector, whereas RJ45 stands two meaning. RJ stands for registered jack and 45 is the standard, simply refers the number of interfaces in the cable. So there are different interfaces used in cable. So whereas R45 indicates the standard which is used in RJ cable. RJ45 connector is made up of plastic cups. It is used to connect at both ends. So this cable, RJ45 cable, consists of connection at both ends. So with this connection we will connect one end with the computer and another end at the LAN port. So RJ45 connector has 8 pins inside that. So these pins are used to connect the Ethernet cable. So Ethernet cable is inserted here. We have already seen the Ethernet cable, that is twisted pair cable, consists of 8 wires. Each and every wire is inserted in this pin, 8 pin. Since it has 8 position, the 8 contact, that is 8 position, 8 contact, modular plug, this is plug. It is also known as 8P 8C connector. We will also discuss what is 8P and 8C and how the wires are connected correctly in next topic. These plugs, these connectors are then inserted into Ethernet port to the network card. So first of all, we saw Ethernet card. It is mounted inside the computer. It consists of Ethernet port. In that Ethernet port only we will insert RJ45 connector. This is RJ45 connector. Inside the RJ45 connector there are 8 pins. Inside the 8 pins the cable wires, twisted pair cable wires are inserted to make a connection and sharing of data from the internet to device to another computer. Okay students, that's all about today's class. Before closing today's section, I want to give a fast recap of what you have learnt in these two videos. In first video, we have discussed the two types of cable. One is serial cable, another one is parallel cable. Serial and parallel cables were used in old computers for connecting printers, monitors and other internet devices. Sometimes the serial cable is also called as null modem cable because it is used to connect two different pieces. That is nothing but serial cable is also used to connect one personal computer with another personal computer. So this cable is called as serial cable and this one is called as parallel cable. So serial cable will transfer only 1 bit at a time, whereas parallel bit can transfer 8 bit at a time. Then we discuss Ethernet cable. So Ethernet cable is common type of cable used for connecting computers in local area network. This is Ethernet cable. It is otherwise called as RJ45 cable. This thing we have discussed in second video. Ethernet cabling is the process of connecting the Ethernet cable with the computer to make internet connection through Ethernet port. There are 4 components in Ethernet cabling. They are patch cable, RJ45 connector, Ethernet port and crimping tool. Among 4 components, we have discussed the first 2 components in this section. We will discuss the remaining 2 components in next section. First component of Ethernet cabling is patch cable. It is otherwise called as twisted pair. There are 8 wires are inserted in a single unit. It is insulated with a plastic cover. The 8 wires are twisted with each other with different colors. 4 wires are in solid color and 4 wires are in stripped. And second one is an RJ45 connector, where RJ means register jack, 45 means standard. So this connector is nothing but a small cup. This cup consists of 2 ends. One end is used to connect the computer and other end is used to connect with the Ethernet port. Okay, with the help of the RJ connector only, we will insert the patch cable with the computer. Okay students, that's all about today's class. We will discuss the remaining components of Ethernet cable in next section. Until, take care. God bless you. These are the assignment questions. Refer these 2 video lessons for answering this question. Copy the answers in your classwork note neatly. After completing your writing, send your screenshot to my personal WhatsApp number and post your task completed message in our WhatsApp group. Okay students, we will see the remaining components in next class. Thank you.